What you got? What you got, brother?
Every time I see someone doing videography and stuff, I just come up and introduce myself.
What's your name?
Cameron with the camera on Instagram.
Oh, okay,
With the underscore.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I do a bunch of like show photography and stuff, like concerts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
So we out here teaching the gospel, prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great. You know America about to be destroyed?
Oh, absolutely.
So that's what we out here.
It's taking a dark turn for sure.
We out here teaching the gospel. You know what I'm saying? The world first the sun. The true names is Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. So we coming out to prophesy to the world, even to everybody, but we know that Lord is only coming back to the 12 tribes of Israel.
So we showing that these people to the left, or I'm sorry, these in the Bible. Also got some pictures on the back showing what the actual Israelites look like. This is so that we are those people, and pretty much going to our identity was stolen, hidden from us. Pretty much all the lies, misinformation pushed out by America, and everything will be revealed in the end time before the word is revealed. So, Book of Revelation, everything will be revealed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Our people went into captivity, brought over here in slave ships, bondage. Do you think that somebody needs to be repaid for doing that to us?
What do you mean by that?
Like the people who put us in captivity.
Well, the way I see it is like the people who did it's not me. You know, it's not my relatives. It's wrong what happened. I agree with that, but it's absolutely wrong what happened. Other people's sins. That's not my. Like, I feel like if I have to repay something that wasn't me, I don't feel like that's 100% right. You know?
Yeah, so no, you're right. So, it wouldn't be people repaying other people for something in the past. That's out of our jurisdiction.
Right.
But the Most High can do that. He can. He can. Because like the people will be benefiting from the crimes that their ancestors committed.
Okay.
You got it.
Let me read this book. Coming from the book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. And it reads, prepare all for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Yeah.
So, so-called white man, which is Esau, of course, some would say, well, those people are not really those correct. But the children of God you are your father. So that's why, you don't pay. What's your, before I say you don't pay, let me ask you this right here. What's your nationality?
American, man. I'm a high 67 everything,
Okay, American. So like Caucasian.
Yeah.
All right. So you would be a Semite.
Okay.
According to the Bible. So that's why it says they are slaughtered for the iniquity of their father. So for the things that happen to with your ancestors, you gonna pay for it.
My ancestor, I'm broke as dirt still. I ain't profiting off of nothing.
Money.
But man, y'all have a good time, all right?
All right,
I appreciate y'all spreading everything y'all believe in. Y'all have a good day, all right?
All right, bro.
All right, for real.
Yes, sir. I gotta go grab some food. My wife already up there grabbing some food.
All right, bet.
Hey, the missile's coming. The missile's coming. All right.
Look at him run. The wicked flee when no man pursues.
Holy shit!
He running from the word. Right. All right. I was lining them up too. I had some more. I was about to
Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom to my mom, daughter of Yahweh. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Shalom to the brother Amawan. Yasser Allah on here.
Shalom, big bro.
Oh, hey, that's the spirit. He put that same precept up. He's all ringing.
Visual representation of what they've been doing this whole time, trying to hide the evidence, change history, steal our identity.
And what they don't understand is that judgment is wherever they go to.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't run here and say gave judgment. We told him what was gonna happen, but judgment could be waiting over there where he going.
oh calm.
You know, he running to his own judgment.
Shit, yeah, because they about to go cook. You seen Final Destination? There was a fire happened. He jumped out the window. A ladder fell on him. But like you say, they judged
won
him.
the lottery.
Yeah, like you say, they judged and follow him. So Ezekiel 35:6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Yep.
So if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Run, but you can't hide.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got started, you know, because somebody had walked up. Before we go any further, we're going to face the east. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakapadah. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teaching his truth in its entirety. It's your brother Kalab, also go by Hope, Grace, and Mercy.
It's the brother Lob, going by Heart of David.
We out here again through the power spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, meeting up in Louisville, Texas. You know, making our call and election sure. You know, putting our bid in so we can continue to have that hedge of protection in the times that we are in and the times that are coming down the pipeline. All right? And before we get started, we're going to just bring out a couple of articles. But for those who do and don't keep up with current news, just keeping these articles coming out. And it reads, China faces a new COVID wave that could peak with 65 million cases a week.
But yeah, y'all heard that? They said that the new wave of that sickness from 2020 gonna peak. You say 65 million cases per week. Now how they get that?
Right. Because they know that they putting it out there so they know the damage that it's gonna do. All right. The next one is going into, and this is coming from the End Time headline. It says Target has lost $9 billion in 7 days following firestorm over the LGBT ABC Pride products. So you know, a lot of Babylon the Great is not in sync. You know what I'm saying with that filthiness, man. 9 billion in 7 days.
Damn.
So, you know what I'm saying? Sunday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday to Monday. All right. Next article says, let me skip over that, man. I'm so tired of that LGBT shit. Yeah. It says the FDA approves Elon Musk putting a computer in a human brain. That's a beautiful thing to hear, man.
Come on with it.
Beautiful time, man, to be able to see these, you know, false prophets. You know, even the ones who know that we are Israelites, but they're teaching the incorrect doctrine, continuing to say that, you know, it ain't no C-Hip. You know, I know myself was with a camp, you know, that didn't believe in that's the mark of the beast. But hey, man, what you gonna say now? You know, what you gonna tell your congregation now that these things are continuing to come out? But a lot of them gonna meet judgment because they led these people astray, man.
Jeremiah 14:14, it say the prophets who say sword and famine not coming, by sword and famine they're gonna be consumed. So the same thing that people say is not gonna happen, although the word says it's gonna happen, that's gonna be the thing they taken by. So everybody not preaching that the microchip is not the mark of the beast, that's gonna be the same thing the Lord give them over to.
Yep.
You know, that's gonna lead to the missiles.
All right. Next article says researchers say lab-grown babies will be here within 5 years. We gotta get the hell up out of here, man.
Lab-grown babies.
Lab-grown babies, man.
Them babies gonna be weak. They gonna come out looking already like a tranny.
They gonna come out wanting to just play the PlayStation and shit. Like some of these weak children now, man.
They ain't gonna have men or women features. They just gonna be bland.
They just gonna exist.
Yeah.
They gonna just be like little Edomites. Just little Edomites.
Yeah.
All right. And the next one says WHO chief warns the world could prepare for even deadlier pathogens than C-19. We know that these people are the ones who they stirring this stuff up, man. Although we know it is through the power of Spitty Habashim Yahushua, but you know he using them to do this because you know it's some people that gotta get their judgment and parents on this side, you know, and that's gonna be one of the many judgments, you know what I'm saying, that Israel is gonna succumb to, and all the other nations as well.
Well, what Esau said it could.
It could.
Esau, he's talking about some woulda, coulda, you know, might, maybe, kind of BS.
Right.
You know, just do it.
Right. And when they say could or possibly, it
Yeah.
just mean that's what they gonna do.
That's what they gonna do.
That's what's next. All right. And it says Iran unlocking. It says, is Iran unlocking? Photo, they got a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, missiles.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, you saw that.
Right? Well, you know, and another thing, you know, through that whistleblower Dabu 7, you know, an article that he put out yesterday is how, you know, Babylon the Great is being attacked cyber through the cyber, you know, cyber attacks and stuff like that, you know, and we know that eventually this place gonna fall all together, you know. It's a time appointed when it's all gonna fall, but hey, man, it just you know, and with that Elon Musk getting FDA approval to start doing trials on humans, man, hey man, that's a beautiful thing to start to see those things. We always do it. How about you now decide that it was coming? But to be here in these times and it's happening now, that's a beautiful thing. I say those precepts, brother. I'm gonna warn y'all, so I'll put some precepts up. We'll get the lesson going, and then we'll bring those precepts out.
All right, bet.
All right. You got anything you want to add before we get started?
Man, yeah, let me see if I can put up this. My community tab. So this is the title of a news clipping. Man killed by car after saving ducks crossing the street.
Call the lawyer, how about Shimmy outside?
That was a beautiful piece of work. So the man helped some ducks get across the street, but what? But he the one that got killed.
Right. He didn't get hit by a car, he died.
Yeah.
Died by the car.
Yeah. Then another one, 19 children are dead after girl burns down dormitory over her cell phone getting confiscated.
Seen that.
So a racist, spoiled Edomite brat, you know, got her phone took, she burned down a dormitory. Now it's crazy.
A whole damn dormitory.
Now that was worse than some of these mass shootings.
Over a damn phone.
That's 19 people. That should be all over the news. Oh God,
You got another, that's it?
Oh no, that was good.
Yeah, man, we are in some beautiful times, man. What better way to be out here on these highways and hedges, you know what I'm saying, prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great, you know. We don't know who gonna come up here to hear this message. You know, we don't know who gonna come up on the comment board or who gonna get this message. You know what I'm saying, through the internet. You know, it might be somebody who needed this word. You know what I'm saying, who needed to hear this truth. And boom, today might be the day that they gonna get it.
Yep.
All right.
So we're gonna go into part 3 in the trust in the Lord, and we're gonna bring out some more accounts that fit the lesson. Like this part 3, we're gonna talk about you gotta trust in the Lord, because the enemy gonna come in like a flood. And we're gonna show accounts, you know, where our ancestors was protected when they were surrounded by their enemies.
All right. Starting off coming from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, starting at verse 1, and it reads, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God, Yahweh thy power, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth."
So yeah, that was the Most High telling his people, pretty much, you obey my word, I'm gonna bless you above all people. Now this was back then, but it's happening now through the Spirit. And because, you know, people will say, well, those were the Bible days. You know, we still in the book of Genesis.
Right.
We in the book of Exodus right now too. Book of Leviticus, and we still in the book of Deuteronomy. So what the Lord just said applies now. Again, not in the flesh, but more so in the spirit. So the Lord said, the Lord is blessing us above all nations right now again. That's how we're going to be protected when all this stuff go to hell.
Right. Verse 2, and it reads, "And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, Yahweh thy power. Blessed shall thy be in the city, and blessed shall thy be in the field."
So yeah, that was blessings for our people back then, but this applies now in the spirit. And we're going to be blessed in the city and in the field when all hell breaking loose. And that's going to morph into the kingdom of heaven.
Yep.
You know, not physically blessed, but blessed in the spirit, which going to manifest into us having a meal in the middle of a famine. You know, an invisible shield of protection, when the enemy closing in.
And it also, you know, it's a big part of this thing. You a brother, you know, out here on these highways and hedges, you know what I'm saying, making your body a living sacrifice. You know what I'm saying, doing away with this world. Coming out here standing on these highways and hedges, no matter what your wife say, what your wife say, your family say, you know what I'm saying, what your grown kids might think about what you're doing, you know. We know that these acts that we are doing are gonna pay off.
Yeah.
But not only are they gonna pay off, they gonna pay off at a time, you know what I'm saying, that you won't believe, man. The things that's coming down the pipeline and the judgments that's about to be played out here in Babylon the Great and all throughout the four corners of the earth, and these people gonna wish that they stood out here on these highways and hedges. Not off in the bushes, not off deep down in the woods that you need a GPS to find the location to bring the word out, you know, out here on these highways and hedges, so these people can see you, you know what I'm saying, so they can see you standing up for Yahweh thy power.
Man, can you real quick grab Habakkuk 1 and 5? But you said something along the lines, you know, the Lord gonna bless us in a way that we can't believe.
Right. Habakkuk 1 and 5?
Yeah. It's Shadawam, you know, to the big brother Amawan Yasha'Allah. Talk about Shim Yahushua Barakatah. Then yeah, like how we read, you know, the Lord said, I bless you above all people. You be blessed in the city and blessed in the field. You know, that came and passed already, but it's coming again by us coming into this truth. Like the brother say, we gonna be blessed in a way we can't believe. Meaning that the Lord gonna defy all odds and do the impossible for his people. Lord, wouldn't we a part of that?
All right, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1 and verse 5, and it reads, Behold, ye among the heathens, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which ye will not believe, though it be told to you.
Yeah, the Lord said he gonna work a work which we won't believe, though he already told us. So he told us the miracles, but reading about it and seeing it happen gonna be two different things. For example, if you get a job that pay $1,000 per hour, you're gonna be like, dang, that's a blessing.
Right,
but it's gonna hit different when that hits your bank account.
Right.
So when we get blessed in the famine, hey, that's the real happy meal.
Right. Knowing that you're gonna eat in the famine, and eating in the famine is gonna be two different feelings, man.
Yeah.
Two different feelings.
Hey, cause that water hit different. When you've been drinking water all day versus when you ain't had a drink of water in the whole day. That water hit different.
All right. Next precept is coming from the book of Romans, chapter 8, and starting at verse 35, and it reads, Who shall separate us from the love of Yahushua Mashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword?
So yeah, it said, what's going to separate us from the love of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? And what's the love of the Lord? For him to bless his people. And the Lord, he already showed his love to us by us coming into this truth. But he going to truly show his love by feeding us in the famine. Healing us, from the pestilence. Anybody can say, I love you, but what they say, actions speak louder than words. Hey, so the Lord gonna show his love for us by taking action when we need him the most.
And just like vice versa, we can say that we love Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but coming out here on these highways and hedges and true faith and sincerity is the way that we showing that we love Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Hey, that's like two partners trying to please each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the brother said, I'm gonna actually bring that back out. It said, what shall separate us from the love of the Lord? And vice versa. Can't nothing take us out the Lord's hands, but can't nothing take the Most High out of our hearts. Yeah, like the persecution and all that.
And it reads, Romans 8 and 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Yahushua Mashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword?
So yeah, the persecution, when the white man start tripping, that's not going to separate us from the love of the Most High, vice versa. If anybody do get separated from the love of the Most High, they going to disregard this word and disregard the gospel. Well, in return, the Most High going to disregard them. The tribulation, the stress, ain't none of that going to separate us from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, vice versa.
That was always a lie. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, when the heat is on, those are the ones who was ordained to be to not switch up on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. From the foundations of the earth.
Yeah, and that's why I like in the world, if something don't work out with your girl or something, you might just say, oh, it wasn't meant to be. Yep. And hey, when that persecution and the stress come, it's gonna show to those fakes that it wasn't meant to be. They truly never loved the Lord. Hey, and so in return, the Lord not gonna love them by these blessings.
Next precept is 36. And it is written, for thy sake, we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him that love us.
So yeah, So pretty much, we've been subject to vanity, not willingly. And, really been subject to death. That's why I say we is counted as sheep for the slaughter all the day long. But through him, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, we are more than conquerors. And because we mere worms in the earth, but we gonna conquer by the love of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, which he show his love through his blessings.
All right, reading on.
And oh no, y'all good. But this all pertains to the elect, or the nation of Israel, the 1/3 of our people that's gonna return back to the Lord.
God, damn, get the fuck out of here. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh thy power, which is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
So can't nothing separate. Can't nothing take us out of the Lord's hands, and can't nothing take Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah out of our hearts. Those will be qualities of the elect. Our ladies ain't gonna stop us from doing this. Families, friends, the scriptures say not even the angels. Yep. And what would those angels be? It would be the angels on the left-hand side. Satan, those other unclean spirits.
And not even the world, because before we woke up to this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, we was all once at one point of a time in the world.
Yep.
Dibbling and dabbling into this and that, doing these things, doing things that we weren't supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? In wickedness. But guess what? It was already ordained that we would get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through Yahweh Shem. Then and now we got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Lord willing, we are part of that number that's gonna endure to the end and be saved. It's just playing out.
It ain't gonna stop us now.
Don't stop us now.
But they ain't so not now.
Even more now.
So,
alright, next precept is coming from the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, starting at verse 10, and it reads, "For they that keep holiness holily shall be judged holy. And they that have learned such things shall find what to answer."
Real quick, it say, for they that keep holiness, holily should be judged. And this don't mean anybody who pick up this book and read it. When the scriptures say that, for they that keep holiness, that's only the elect. They the only ones that's built to keep that holiness. Everybody else gonna crumble. So this don't mean you as a reader, and especially these other nations.
Alright, reading on. Wherefore set your affections upon Wherefore set your affections upon my words. Desire them, and ye shall be instructed.
Yeah, just because you say you love the word, you set your desire on it, that don't mean it's talking to you. This is talking about the elect. We the ones who truly set our affection on this word. The good and the bad, the blessings and the curses, and all that. Because you can't just love the blessings, but not honor and understand and respect the curses and the chastisement from the Lord.
Right.
And it's going to be those people, which will be the elect, who will be instructed. Last week we talked about following it. Last couple of weeks we talked about following those instructions or commandments. So the elect, Lord, when we are part of that, we're gonna be instructed.
Right, reading on. Oh yeah, just to add to that before I keep on reading, this is pertaining to the elect. I'm gonna read this again. It says, "Wherefore set your affections upon my word, desire them, and ye shall be instructed." So somebody who is into Christianity, who believe in Cesare Borgia, they can read that and feel like that they gonna be instructed. But how can you be instructed? If you're not calling on the true names and believing on the true doctrine, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This is for the elect.
Another point. That's a great point. So the words in this book, these are instructions for life. You know, those in Christianity, hey, they gonna be instructed, but those gonna be instructions for death. The Lord gonna lead them step by step to their destruction by being deceived. We being led step by step in the spirit to the kingdom. So everybody being instructed one way or another. Just we got a different destinations.
We just on just on different boats.
Oh yeah, like what was it last week? You had them folk driving on the wrong side of the street.
Right.
That's the people that's being instructed for death.
Yeah. All right, reading on. Wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. She is easily seen of them that love her, and found of such as seek her.
So you only gonna find this wisdom by seeking. And how do you seek? Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. So it's just not gonna come to you. You gotta seek her. And she gonna meet you halfway. Well, actually, you know, we'll get into it later, but you seek and she gonna meet you.
You gotta desire this wisdom.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just be pussyfooting in this truth. You know what I'm saying? You gotta desire this wisdom.
Hey, and desiring is a process. You don't just desire it, you know, for a day or for a week. You know, we desire this every day. For weeks, for months, for years.
You know, she preventeth them that desire her in making herself first known unto them.
Yep, she gonna meet you. She gonna make herself known to you. What, bro?
So I'm listening.
Oh no, he's
You just still bringing it out? You got questions?
I mean, I got a lot of questions. I follow everything. That way I have a advanced knowledge of everything. You know what I mean? To kind of see everybody's point of view. You know, Muslim, Quran, Bible, etc., etc.
Sorry about that. The call was riding by. You say you follow everything?
Yeah, I just try to hear everything out. You know what I mean? Even like Jehovah's Witness, they wrong. I try to give them a chance or whatnot. So, you know, I've seen some of the good things that y'all done online. New York City, Carrier, kind of like that. So, what book do y'all follow?
just the Holy Bible and the Apocrypha, which was a part of the original 1611 King James Bible. You know, we read different history books. Because really history is prophecy.
Right.
So that just sort of illustrate, you know, the words of the Bible do it actually happening. So we follow, you know, whatever books, you know, illustrate the words of the Bible, but the Bible is it's the reference point. That's what we do.
I mean, I feel that. I mean, I know back in the day that, you know, the Bible was altered. We didn't see the true Bible until we started, you know, doing our own research.
Well, a lot of people say the Bible was altered, but you know, we was in possession of the Bible first. So the Bible was altered way later in history. You know what I'm saying? So the Bible really wasn't altered to the Renaissance period, when the white man came back into power, like the 1500s, in which the word wasn't altered. Angels they just repainted the faces of the characters, the figures in the Bible.
So when I'm speaking in a question, is the particular Bible where they took, I'm gonna say 6, 7, maybe 8 books out of there. It's in a like a park or like a amusement place where they got it in one of those little those things that you put like the Bibles in, like, you know, things of history and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Like the Pope.
No, it's not with the Pope. You know, the Pope. Well, my personal belief, the Pope is crooked.
Definitely.
You know, with the kids and everything like that. So I don't know, man, because you know they try to get me to go Muslim or whatnot, but a lot of people have issues with interracial dating, and you know, a lot of people, you know, hold on to the slavery, which I get it. You know what I mean? Me, more what I teach people, I'm not even on your level, but I teach brothers and sisters to try to be mindful, because you got cops out here doing, you know, profiling. So I try to keep everybody out of trouble. You know what I what I mean? I ain't no high power or nothing, but I try to, teach our youth to have common sense and how to act in the presence of white law.
Well, at the end of the day, you really can't help or keep nobody out of trouble. Any trouble that falls upon their doorstep, that was not ordained by the Lord.
True, a lot of people is misled though. And those are the ones I focus on. For example, like there was some Bloods and Crips out here that was doing that. I stopped all of that. You know what I mean? Like the older heads that presented the gangs for the protection of people who can't protect themselves, etc. They're not around no more. So you got like all the young heads just renegade, doing a whole bunch of dumb stuff. You know what I mean? So I try to just talk to them. They're misled. They don't have nobody to guide them. Most of the homes now don't have a father figure. No big brother system.
Well, even if you had a brother that was a Crip or a Blood and he stopped doing it, they ain't coming back to the true names of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They gonna perish as if they were still cripping them. He's, you know what I'm saying, compelling Israel to repent, come back to the Father.
Man, you know about the mark of the beast?
Yeah, I was just looking at some stuff about it yesterday. And
What was you looking at? Because people think the mark different things. Do you agree that is this right here, the microchip?
Oh yeah. As soon as it's gonna get to a point to where it's already getting, because with the inflation, we're gonna have to get this, microchip. Some is gonna be in the hands, some is gonna be in the back of the neck. Elon Musk,
Yeah, we just brought that out earlier.
Trying to set that up. You know what I mean? Everything is already getting high. Like a gallon of milk is like $4 or $5. You know what I mean? A carton of eggs, $5-6. Back in my younger day, I'm 42. A carton of eggs was what, 70-something cents?
Yes, cents.
You know what I mean? So all of that. You know what I mean? Now everybody's talking about that the world is in this big dome. So I've done my research. They say like you see stuff like going across the sky, look like boats going across the water. Like I'm real deep with it.
Oh yeah.
Like I just took my wife, who was at the lake yesterday, and I was just looking, taking sled, man. And you made a valid point that if they don't get right, you gonna fall. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also feel that you gotta reach out that hand to them. You know what I mean? Same thing Malcolm X did. Same thing Dr. Martin Luther King did. You know what I mean? All of that.
And this is the Lord reaching his hand out as well.
Y'all just gonna get a lot of, I applaud y'all for, saying.
Oh, man, that's a wonderful thing, man.
It's nothing but inspiration, you know what I mean? But I just get curious because I don't know all of the teachings as far as, what y'all go by.
Okay, well,
You got to study to show yourself approved, brother. I don't know everything either, but that ain't gonna stop me from coming out here and give warning.
so what's the thing why we focus on the Bible and not the Quran and other books? Because Bible is a book of prophecy. Right. Prophecy, what's gonna happen tomorrow and after that. Other books can accurately predict the future like the Bible. For example, like the mark of the beast.
The whole book of Revelation, we live in it. You know what I mean? Like everything.
Cause like the Quran, Buddhism, I don't know what else out there, but it's not gonna tell you about the microchip that's coming, and it's not gonna tell you that a place named Babylon, which would be a future empire, which would be America, it don't tell you that's gonna be destroyed by nuclear missiles. Cause the Bible speaks about World War III. It talks about the missiles, but it describes them as arrows shot from a boat. Because the arrow in the boat is the same thing, just the missile is upgraded with metal technology.
From one end of the earth to the other end of the earth.
Honestly,
you got your phone, brother? Go to your YouTube channel. Go YouTube.
I honestly feel if we had a nuclear all-out war, it's over. Everybody got it.
That's the point. That's gonna be the thing that make the Lord show Himself to save His people. That's what we fighting to be saved from. But I'm gonna read you this real quick while you pull that out. So it's a bunch of religions, philosophies, doctrines. As prophecy come to pass, those other philosophies gonna show themselves not to be true.
Right.
So as things come to pass, people gonna stop believing certain things. I'm gonna read you this right here. Now, where was I? Zechariah 13:7. Because all these different philosophies, doctrines, they originated with one man. Whether that man is still alive or not, or whether it's somebody that's in his place that's still teaching. But check this out. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd and against the man that is my fellow. So the Lord is going to activate the sword against these different shepherds, different leaders. You know, that got a. It says, smite the shepherd and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little ones. So the Lord gonna kill these other doctrines and philosophies by killing the people that's teaching these things that ain't true. So that's why the Lord said He's gonna smite the shepherd, and then our flock is gonna be scattered. Then He said He's gonna turn His hand to those scattered sheep. So He's gonna put these doctrines and religions to rest by killing those that teach it, and then those people gonna need something. They gonna flock to something else. Right. So they eventually gonna flock to this right here. King James version. So what I just read, that was Zechariah 13:7, and then the Lord Himself in red letter writing recited this same verse.
So your organization faction is called Black Israelite.
So we not.
Israelite.
So
Black is a color.
so when you look at this sign right here, that's what the media call us to make.
Well,
it.
I just want to hear because
Yeah.
I know y'all familiar with the Kyrie Irving situation and
See, the media tripping. So
Yeah.
if you look at this sign, this would be the 12 tribes, according to scripture history. But most of these people not black people.
right.
They
That's
mostly
true. That's true.
Latinos,
Yeah,
Native Americans.
Okay.
So that's why we don't say black Israelite, because all Israelites ain't black. You're gonna have some that look white through mixing. They're gonna have some that look Chinese.
Say what Muslim. I mean, yeah. And I also believe that I found out on the Muslim end, and I'm definitely not preaching that, but I just took notice. It's different when you get across seas to the originator of it than over here in the States. You know what I mean?
Those Muslims over there in those other countries, they don't take so-called black people serious when it comes to they don't acknowledge them as being real Muslims. You know that, right?
Less. And the only reason why I say that is because I can attest to it. I had somebody in my family that actually, they went and they proved us that everything that you do, you gotta prove yourself. Even what y'all doing, you gotta prove yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta get out there, you gotta preach the word, you gotta teach. That's why I put myself out here with the youth, you know what I mean? Because, you made a valid point. Hey, stuff is still gonna happen, you still gonna fall. You know what I mean? But the youth, they don't know that. They don't know no better. You know what I mean? So y'all standing here on the corner, like, we had somebody that actually reached our lives. I'm 42. I don't know how old y'all is. Doesn't matter. We done made our mistakes. We done made our benefits. They haven't done none of that. You know what I mean? So they are our future. So every week, I'm pulling them together. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you need to work. You need to do this. You need to provide. You know what I mean? There's a way to handle yourself. I just believe that if we come together and teach what we're supposed to teach, you don't need to get your point across. They did Malcolm X dirty. And he changed and he flipped up and, they didn't like it. So, but the social media is like the worst enemy, you know what I mean? I feel like that's the part of it because they always want you to put forth effort to see everything that's oppression, from slavery to, they don't teach them. Like black people were slave owners too, you know what I mean? They don't teach none of that. So like, if I'm talking to the youth that's around here, what can I teach them of y'all? Y'all got pamphlets, y'all got, you know what I mean? I got Bibles. I got the King James version of the Bible. If y'all got pamphlets, I can
we can give you our YouTube channels.
I gave him the subscribe to that, so that way I can teach them, and I can show. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm universal.
All right, this is another point thing too.
This is the most important thing right here, bro.
So take a picture of this if you don't mind. So this is
Hold on, beloved. I'm about to walk over there.
I don't know what names you heard. It's a bunch of names out there, but these are 2 names right here. For the most part, we got it from right to left, because Hebrew was written right to left. America reversed everything.
Yep.
But the true name of the Father will be Yahweh. The true name of the Son will be Yahweh Shai. The name of the Father, the name of the Son is supposed to mirror each other, according to Scripture. Because so every time that you say the name of the Son, you glorifying the Heavenly Father. Now I'm going to just show you a quick verse real quick, just to prove it, because we should be able to prove the name.
And what's this other book you have?
Oh, that's the Apocrypha. So those are books that was taken out, I believe, back like the 1700s. They talk about how the Native Americans left Israel and came over here. Let me take you to the book of Exodus 23 before you go. Exodus 23, verse 20. Them out of Egypt. The Lord said himself, behold, I send an angel before thee. This angel got a capital A, so it means the highest ranking angel, meaning the Son of God himself. So behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in thy way and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. All right, this is the point. The Lord says, beware of him, obey his voice, provoke him not. Oh, 23 verse 20. Already,
How often are y'all out here?
every Saturday.
Saturday.
You know,
So y'all gonna be out here next week. I want to bring some youth that's very open-minded.
yeah, we'll be here definitely.
So Exodus what?
23 verse 20.
I didn't realize it was gone. That's why I so good.
Oh yeah.
Get out, you.
Yeah, so Exodus 23 and 21, it says, beware of him, obey his voice, provoke him not, for he will pardon your transgressions. So this is the point. The Lord says, for my name is in him. So the name of the Most High, Yahweh, every time you say the name Yahweh Shai, you send the name of the Father too, because the Lord said, my name is in him. And that's why, like, a lot of times we name our son, he be a junior. We name our son after us. A lot of times, the Most High started that.
So what is trying to make this thing, what is the difference between gospel and Christianity? That's what I'm curious.
Yeah, Christianity, they teach everybody can be saved. That ain't true. And they got the incorrect names, Jesus, Jehovah. They teach that the white people are the Jews, that they the people of the Bible. The people that's in the land of Jerusalem right now, they a bunch of phonies. So yeah, that's the main things, so that everybody gonna be at rest in the kingdom of heaven.
I was just curious, because a lot of people don't take the distinct difference.
Yeah. So
So the fourth stand, like, beliefs and the ways, which I get it, then a lot of them I don't. You know what I mean?
So yeah, in the kingdom of heaven, that would be for the Lord's people. The kingdom that's really the kingdom of Israel. Just like right now, you got America, that's the kingdom of the white man. Everybody else had their time to have a kingdom. Now is our time.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah.
Just remember, man,
My
the
name is
true
Joshua, so you'll be seeing me.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, remember those two names. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
All right, brother.
Was that the same dude that went to the
That
store?
was the same dude who said he was gonna come back.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. Yeah.
All right, let's pick back up with what we left off.
What was the
Nothing on this phone. That sun got its focus.
yeah.
All right. We stopped off in Proverbs. No, you know what? We didn't finish the last precept.
Was it 14 we didn't finish?
We didn't finish 14 yet. We'll read it again.
Yeah.
Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at her Salaki. For he shall find her sitting at his door.
And what's the door? That's your temple, because your body is a house. So this will be the door of your mind. You seek, and I think that's in Revelation, the 3rd chapter. The Lord said, "If I knock," that's on the door of your mind. So this wisdom gonna enter through the door of your temple, and you gonna have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Yeah, because you got an answer to that now. You know, we can spit the knowledge to you all day, but a lot of people don't open their door, meaning open their mind up to it. You gotta have an open mind, you know, to accept this. A lot of people reject it.
And a lot of people, you know, is not gonna have an opportunity to say that I didn't know. I'm not gonna say he gonna hearken. I'm not gonna say he's not gonna hearken. But let's just use him as an example. You know, what if he hearkened because, you know what I'm saying, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he heard the true name, you know? Or what if he didn't hearken, but he still heard the true names? The true names were told to him today. Or if he heard them some other time, but he still didn't hearken. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no way to get up out of the judgment or the reward. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get one of them. And this is the opportunity. Because if not, guess what? Death is coming. And we know death is coming for 2/3 of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That did not hearken and come back to the name to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, you got some that just blinded altogether. And you got some that know the names, that scoff and mock. You got some that know the names, that still teach a false doctrine. Nah, we ain't got no water for you. Edomite talking about, do we have water? No water. We got the living water for Israel.
Oh yeah.
All right. Reading on.
Before you
Go ahead, bro.
announce what is it?
Proverbs. It was Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 5.
Right before you read it, I'm gonna read this last one, then you go right into it with that.
Come on.
All right. So again, finishing off, Wisdom of Solomon 6:14. Whoso seeketh her early, that means you seeking her diligently. So whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors.
I'm gonna read this. The book of Proverbs. You want me to read that again?
I know that's all good.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 2 and verse 5. Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of Yahweh thy power.
So when you find wisdom sitting at your door, you know, you open your mind up, open your door, your temple to this wisdom. It says then you should know the fear of the Lord. Then with that, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, all of that. It all starts by opening up your mind to this wisdom. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that Revelation 3. I think that's it.
Pull it up.
I'm gonna scan real quick.
Come.
Oh yeah. Revelation 3 and 20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. And this is the door of your mind, because your body is a house, it's a temple. So the Lord, you know, he's knocking on the door of your temple to enter into your spirit. His wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door. So you got to hear these words with an open mind to receive this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him. And how's the Lord gonna come into you? With this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And we'll sup with him and he with me. Yeah, you gotta desire this. And the Lord is knocking. But who gonna open up the door of their mind and accept his word? The elect.
Right. Because Christianity will have you believe that, you know, ain't nothing you can do. Jesus loves you. He is already with you. Even in hell, he will be with you. Right. But that ain't what the scriptures say, man. According to Yahweh. You gotta desire this. You gotta desire this thing, man. And we know that what? Those who have been ordained from the foundations of the earth, you know, the 1/3, the 144th, you know what I'm saying, are gonna be those of men, women, and children who desiring this living water, who choose life.
Yup. And then with the brother read Proverbs 2 and 5, can you read that one last time?
Proverbs 2 and 5. Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and
Lord, that's a quality of the elect. It's a prerequisite to be the elect to receive salvation, to receive the love, the blessings of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It's the fear of the Lord. You know, everybody ain't got that fear. Those are qualities of the elect.
Everybody don't got that fear, but for those who don't have that fear now, when that fear come upon them, it's gonna be a different type of fear, and it's gonna be too late.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be too late. You know what I'm saying? When that fear come upon them, it's gonna be a whole different swag, man.
Man, I saw that movie John Wick 4. And there was a statement that one of those assassins said that I liked. All right, so in the movie, they said how you do anything is how you do everything. And for the people that's gonna wait till the last minute with this word, that's probably how they handle everything else in life.
Right.
You know, they handle the last minute. You know what I mean? This brother, when the scriptures say, you know, seek her early, that mean early but also diligent. And that mean we proactive and not reactive. And the brother out here with me and all you other sincere brethren, I know y'all don't wait till the last minute to handle something. You know, y'all on top of it already. Because again, how you do anything is how you do everything.
All right, next precept is coming from the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 47 and verse 2, and it reads, "But the Lord will never leave off his mercy, neither shall any of his works perish, neither will he abide posterity of his elect, and the seed of him that loveth him he will not take away. Wherefore he gave a remnant unto Jacob, and out of him a root unto David."
So yeah, the Lord is talking about his mercy, the first part of that verse. He's not going to never leave off his mercy. And it says, neither shall any of his works perish. Now, a Christian to read that and think that it's talking about them. That's not talking about to all the people who may be readers of that precept. It's talking about a specific people. You know, and people will say, yeah, the Lord will never let any of his works perish. You know, that includes the white man. You know, it's not talking about them. Because at the beginning, it talks about the Lord not leaving off his mercy. After that, it's talking about neither shall any of his works perish, but at the prosperity of his elect. So it's the elect who will be the work, who the Lord won't allow to perish. It will be the elect who the Lord won't leave off his mercy. So it's the elect who gonna receive that mercy, who is the works of the Most High, who won't perish. And the end of that verse tells you who the elect is. Can you read that last part again? Read 4. Matter of fact, the whole thing is
Yeah. Again, Ecclesiasticus chapter 47 and verse 22. "But the Lord will never leave off his mercy.
For who?
Neither shall any of his works perish."
And who is that?
Keep going.
Oh yeah.
"Neither will he abide elect."
So that's all talking about the elect, his mercy and his works not perishing.
"And the seed of him that loveth him he will not take away."
Hey, and that seed don't mean any and everybody who love him. It will be the seed of the elect. Now the Lord about to tell us who the seed of the elect would be.
"Wherefore he gave a remnant unto Jacob."
So Jacob is the seed of the elect, who the Lord won't leave off his mercy from, who won't perish.
"And out of him a root unto David."
So yeah, in simpler words, that would be the nation of Israel, but more specifically the elect. And again, that's why we say you gotta trust in the Lord, because the enemy gonna come in like a flood. So the Lord is another scripture that you brought out a few weeks ago. It says that the Lord gonna have care for his elect. Yeah, so when the enemy come in like a flood and put down everything, what that part of that verse say? That neither will he abolish the prosperity of his elect, neither shall any of his works perish. hey, people might use that to try to save America. You know, America is a work of the Lord. America not gonna perish. Now let's talk about the elect.
Right. Reading on, next precept is coming from the book of Psalms, chapter 41 and verse 2, and it reads, "The Lord will preserve him and keep him alive, and he shall be blessed upon the earth, and thou wilt not deliver him unto the will of his enemies."
And of course, the Christian church will make that apply to whoever they want that apply to.
Right.
But thanks to the previous precept, we know they will be the seed of Jacob. We know who the Lord is going to preserve, who the Lord is going to keep alive, who the Lord is going to be, who the Lord is going to bless in the earth. That's how you know it's specific. You know, that's how you know it can't be talking about everybody, because everybody ain't got the same enemies. So when it says that what? That he shall not deliver him to the will of his enemies. That's a work in Babylon that gotta perish.
Right.
The Lord not gonna preserve that car.
Right.
It's a piece of junk.
Right. And then, like, let me get this.
Yeah.
Just back on what you were saying, it says, "And thou wilt not deliver him unto." Let's talk about the devil. You know, but it says enemies. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
yeah.
don't have the same enemy.
Hey, then you got more than one enemy.
And then it says enemies with the S. You know what I'm saying? Is it more? We know it's more than one devil. Yeah. Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? Those are the enemies it's going into.
Yeah.
Christianity gonna say, well, that's talking about the devil and all his angels who fell from heaven.
They be pissing me off, man. I be
I remember I thought that was actually, you know what I'm saying, that actually happened.
I thought so too.
You know, and then when Yahweh woke me up to this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and realized that that's not even in the scriptures
At all.
That's what started making me be like, what else ain't in there that I've been, you know what I'm saying? Well, we've been taught in this life, in this place full of lies, man.
Yeah. You know, the Lord created women in the earth, but forgot about the angels in the heaven.
Right.
If they desire, you know, I don't know what their lives is like aside from serving the Lord, but, you know,
Place.
for the women here.
Right.
Man.
About Jesus? No, not at all. We preaching about Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
So,
The true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son.
All right, I'll see you later.
Yeah, that's
all right,
what's up.
bet.
You Esau, Edom. America's gonna be destroyed.
no.
Jesus Christ, He might be coming for you, but not me. Hey, come deal with us. You're an Edomite. You gonna be destroyed.
Hey, that's why the brother said, come deal with us. You say you're good, you want to walk away, but you want to keep spewing out madness.
You guys talking about Jesus? Hell no.
And he really don't want to hear what he know. Same with the other
He
Edomite.
drunk.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And these people gonna be let down when the rapture don't happen for them.
Right. And you see the funny part about it is that Edomite is going in the same direction as that other Edomite.
Hey, so what?
Judgment over there.
Yeah, so the same destination.
Same destination.
A barbecue in Babylon.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's cold.
Oh, Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Shem Papadas for his knowledge, wisdom, and
Real.
understanding.
Oh,
Also the judgment.
Shalom to the Akim. Yahweh's messengers, reasonable servants.
Shalom.
Yahweh Shabbat Rakatah.
Right. Picking back up at Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 19, and it reads, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun."
What's the West? Christians, y'all should be thinking about that. That's a specific place.
Right.
What is known as the West? Shit, none other than America.
West, you know what I'm saying? The Western Hemisphere.
Yup.
Yep. All right. when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
So yeah, here in the West, in America, the enemy about to come in like a flood. Which, when you read Deuteronomy 28:68, they tell you who your enemies are. That you'll be sold into your enemies for bond men and bond women. So our enemies that we were sold to, the so-called white man, that's gonna be the same enemy that come in like a flood.
Sure. And we one more day closer to that time, man.
Yup.
We one more day closer. And we are so blessed. And all you other brothers out there as well, we are so blessed to be able to make it out to the altar again.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Every opportunity we are able to come out here to the altar and do a edifying sit down lesson. Every time we able to, you know what I'm saying, read, pray, you know, study, fast, you know. Every time we get opportunity to experience that, man, it's a wonderful thing, because guess what? The clock is ticking and the hourglass is about to go from sugar to shit.
Yeah.
Soon. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna start off with just barbecue, but it's gonna definitely end up as mildew.
Yeah.
I can't wait, man. But you know what I'm saying? Edomites having feeling that they have the audacity, you know what I'm saying, to walk up to us talking about Jesus. Like, man, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
And that's cold too, because the names we see is being used like a code word.
Yeah.
We said no, he walked up.
Right.
And we're gonna be doing the same thing. Like Jesus.
Right. We could be up in a house with safety, and we about to close the door, and a person is saying, "Hold up," and we can just simply ask them, "What's the name?" They say the wrong name, we're gonna slam that damn door in their face.
Yup, and you know they gonna say, "What would Jesus do?"
Right.
And what's that scripture? I can't think of it, but the prophet was like, "The Lord didn't help you, so why should I?"
Oh, the king.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's in Jeremiah.
Okay.
That one, right before he gonna appoint the four over them.
Uh-huh.
I can't think of this. I know it's in Jeremiah. I will appoint the four.
Yeah.
Beasts of the field, the fowls of the air.
Okay.
That king, they roughly paraphrasing, the king was like, they was asking the king to help them. They was just like, well, if the Lord ain't help you, then what can I do for you?
Yup. And that's wisdom, because it's gonna be some people. It's gonna be an old lady, not just it's gonna be a lady holding a baby, talking about she need help. She gonna be using a baby for bait. Oh yeah, we gotta.
I'm gonna grab these precepts. Brother, I'm gonna warn y'all through all of them. He posted earlier. Book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 25. He that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done, and there is no respect of person.
Hey, yeah, there's no respect to persons. The Lord gonna judge every man according to his work. Cause see, people, that applies to Israel. Cause people here that we Israelites, they be like, see, we the Lord shows the people, it's all good. No, just because you're an Israelite, don't mean that the Lord won't treat you like an Edomite.
All Israel ain't Israel.
Yup. It's the Israel of the world and the Israel of the Most High.
So we brought out all
Okay, I said.
prepare slaughter.
Yeah.
The water for that, brother. The water for that. All right. Next precept is coming from the book.
Can you bring back behind you, back with this Psalms 41 and 2.
All right. Again, the book of Isaiah, chapter 59 and verse 19, and it reads, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them."
So yeah, the enemy coming in like a flood. That's how we just read previously. Psalms 41 and 2. The Lord will preserve him. The Lord will preserve his elect from his. He shall be blessed upon the earth, and thou will not deliver him unto the will of his enemies. So what Esau setting to do, when he come in like a flood, the Lord not going to allow Esau to accomplish his will upon his elect. And we fighting to be part of that. You know, Esau gonna come in one way, but the Lord gonna send him back the other way. That's why the brother way that the Lord gonna lift up a standard.
Next precept coming from the book of Psalms, chapter 41 and verse 7. And it reads, all that hate me whisper together against me. Against me do they devise my hurt?
So yeah, and you can go to Psalms chapter 83 for that. When it says they are confederate against us, they said let us cut them off from being a nation. And why does it say they whisper? Because they talking behind closed doors. You know, they talking in shadows. You know, they talking in code. They won't just come out and say, we got to stop those Hebrew Israelites. We want to come up against the Negroes, Spanish, and Native Americans. You know, they got to say it. They got to use smooth words.
That's also what's going on at these United Nations councils and stuff. You know, we don't have nobody speaking for us.
No.
You know, yeah, they call us African Americans, Hispanics. I mean, you know, Mexicans, Native Americans, and stuff like that. But you know, they don't speak for us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They up in there behind closed doors with one agenda.
Yep.
How we gonna stop these Israelites?
Yep.
You know, the average
Bible land.
The fly won't be murdered.
Oh yeah, for real. Hey, you seen that with Ashkai and
That beat.
that beat, yeah.
Laying it on the floor. Yeah, man. You know, they up in them meetings behind closed doors, man, trying to see how they gonna wipe out Israel. We done gave them rap music. You know what I'm saying? We done gave them dope in their drugs in their neighborhood. In out the house,
Yeah.
but ain't nothing they can do.
Yeah.
They can't destroy Yahweh Shem Yahweh's people. You know what I'm saying? Only Yahweh Shem Yahweh can destroy his people. And the people that he don't destroy on this side that belong to him is the 2/3.
Yep, those are like, we also just read the Lord does not respect the persons. People don't know how that apply. And I think this is what the fly landed on. Psalms 39 and 4. Blessed is the man that maketh the Lord his trust, in respect of not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. And that's what we're here to do, to make Yahweh Shem Yahweh our trust. Because the enemy gonna come in like a flood, there's gonna be nothing else we can do. And it's gonna be the elect who got trust in the Lord, who fear the Lord. You know, that's not something, you know, you learn it, but if you can learn it, it was already inside of you. That's not something you could just pick up if it wasn't meant for you.
It ain't just slipping on a banana and it just happened.
Fear the Lord.
You gotta desire this thing, man. You
Yeah.
gotta desire Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Alright? Next precept is coming from the book of Psalms, chapter 41 and verse 5. And it reads, mine enemies speak evil of me. When shall he die? And his name perish.
So that's David, the king, the face of the nation of Israel. Back then as well as today, really the voice of Israel, you know, as being our leader. And his enemies is our enemies. And our enemies are the Lord's enemies. When you read and what did David say? My enemies speak evil of me, the same enemies that's gonna come in like a flood. And he also said, straight up, when shall he die?
And his name perish.
So yeah, our enemies, not only they gonna die, but they gonna perish. And we know that line up with the judgment of Esau, the so-called white man. Hey, and also too, you know, people don't understand when people say, oh, the Lord gonna protect me. Well, for the Lord gonna protect you, that means the Lord gonna put somebody down. Because, let me see this again. Yeah, so the Lord protects you, meaning He gonna put somebody down, and we're gonna bring out some examples of them, Lord willing. Our devices hold up.
All right. Next precept is coming from Psalms chapter 89 and verse 18. For the Lord is our defense, and the Holy One of Israel is our King.
So yeah, the Lord the Lord gonna protect us. He our defense. He our spiritual shield. Yeah, because with His word, protection of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, we get a shield and a sword. The Lord is our shield. Can't hear you, man.
Right. So I'm slocking for that. I'm gonna read it again. Psalms 89 and 18. For the Lord is our defense, and the Holy One of Israel is our King. So this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, this is all the defense we need. Yeah, we know they about to come down. The devil is about to come down with great wrath. Yeah, we know the devil is about to pull out all stops. He about to come with everything that he got, his whole arsenal. But guess what? You got this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is dealing with you. You seeking him in true faith and sincerity. You a part of that elect. Guess what? This is all the defense that you need. Some people would think like, you finna go to war. Like when David went to war with Goliath. You know what I'm saying? They tried to give him a shield and armor and all that kind of stuff. He was like, nah, man, I don't need all that. A sling, is it called a slingshot?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's called he had that's all he needed. But in this time, you can look at it like Israel is David again.
Yeah.
But all we need is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It's already written that we got the victory. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, we a part of that number. We gonna come out victorious. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get the dub this time. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the ultimate win. This the last Super Bowl. This the last NBA Finals. This is the last of it all. You know what I'm saying? This the big one. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna need nothing other than what we got right now. Ain't nothing that we need to add on. You know what I'm saying? I know some brothers are preppers. Some brothers is storing up on food and things like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I ain't going to get no AR-15. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing, well, let me get another extra set of 50 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? On my car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's all we got. You know what I'm saying? We got the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, he dealing with us. Guess what? The hedge of protection that we have right now, it's going to be the same hedge of protection that keep us in the hour of temptation. It's going to be the same hedge of protection that keep us in Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the same hedge of protection when we tried in that furnace. It's going to be the same hedge of protection as if we was in the lion's den. You know what I'm saying? The hedge of protection ain't changed. We the only thing that has changed. His spirit, his love, and his hedge of protection, don't none of that change.
Oh.
Yeah,
and like you say, the protection ain't changed. And who's the protection always for?
The elect.
The elect, but he always protected Israel.
Always,
The Lord ain't never protect Egypt.
Right.
He never protect the Canaanites.
He never protect the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
The
protection ain't changed. It's, like you say, not for the elect.
Right.
His love for us. That's why earlier we brought out what shall separate us from the love of the Most High. And we talked about what is his love, it's his blessings. Him being a defense is a blessing already.
Yeah, and like we went into in the beginning, Romans, like you said, Romans chapter 8, it went down a list of things. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a couple of them. It says, shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword, it's naming a list of things. You know what I'm saying? It's giving some examples. Can these things separate us? No. You know what I'm saying? We almost here at the end. We all still can't nothing separate. Can't nothing still separate us from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, we a part of that number. That's why we out here fighting. We out here fighting to make ourselves a part of that number, man.
Yep.
It's about to go down.
And those examples that the brother listed, that's them the things we're gonna be protected in. Because in those examples, that's when the 2/3 gonna show that they don't truly love the Lord. So in those moments, they're not gonna be protected. The Lord not gonna be their defense. That's like right now. As our ladies called us, need some protection because we love them. We're gonna be there.
Right.
Hey, same thing with the Lord for us.
How much more?
Yeah.
How much more? Like we don't even like to. I know me for myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to imagine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All the things that I would have to keep my wife and kids from, the danger and things like that. But we know that the dangers are out there, but we got this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And guess what? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to continue to be our defense from the things that we know about that can harm us and the things that we don't even consider.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you just gotta keep on fighting, gotta keep on pushing, man. We gotta continue to fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We don't have no other way out of here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a 2/3 in the days that's to come.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? We can't depend on Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Babylon been screwing us over since we got here, right? So what is gonna change from now until Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai if you don't have him? Nothing. The ending is already written. Some gonna get the win, and some gonna get a loss. And you would want to be a part of that dove, man, because it's so precious. It's so important, man. You know what I'm saying? This thing gonna happen so fast, but guess what? When that fear come up on you, man, it's gonna be a grievous process. You know what I'm saying? 1 second of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai coming up on you is too long.
Man, get mauled by a bear for 1 second.
Right.
It's gonna mess you up.
Right.
You ain't gonna be the same.
Man, that 1 second you gonna really be saying my life has changed, Brother, where your face at? It only took 1 second, man.
Boot bag.
Right. Oh yeah. Gun. That's what happened in my high school. A kid in there with a gun, playing with a gun. Bullet went through the desk and hit his best friend in the stomach. And it only took a half a second, and guess what? He walking around with a shit bag, and that was in what, 2003.
Yeah, that a long time.
We've been having is it called a colostomy? A shit bag,
Yeah.
For the most part. All right, picking back up. The book of Psalms, chapter 22 and verse 3, and it reads, the book of Psalms, chapter 89 and verse 22, the enemy shall not, nor the son of wickedness afflict him.
So yeah, the enemy, the wicked, not gonna exact on us what they wish to do. So what they talking about behind closed doors, the Lord not gonna allow that to happen to his elect. Those who love him, those who fear him, those who the Lord loves.
And I will beat down his foes before his face and
just read that the Lord is our defense, so he's our shield. Then we just read the Lord gonna beat down our foes, so he's also our sword too. He's a shield and sword. It's in the world they say, what do you bring to the table? Right. See the whole package. Boy, how about Shimmy Habashah is the whole package. He gonna be the sword and the shield, the sword and the shield, and everything else. And that shield, that's not just protection from our enemies. A shield means we're going to be shielded from the famine. We're going to be shielded from the pestilence. You know, it's all kind of diseases flying around, people sneezing and snotting. And we're going to be protected from those molecules that's flying around. Oh yeah, because also too, I'm gonna look for a scripture real quick. I'm gonna prove that the Lord being a shield is more than just physical protection. I'm gonna search it up in the blue letters. I don't know where it's at. Damn, that ain't it. Arrows. Let me see. You know, blue letter B. You gotta be so specific. All right, so like we say, the Lord is our shield, our defense, complete package. That don't mean he just gonna protect us from the white man Esau's military, but we also gonna be shielded from the famine. Now let's read this in Ezekiel 5:16. This is the Lord speaking. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine. So yeah, the Lord is describing the famine as arrows that's being shot. You know, so we're gonna be arrows of famine. So the Lord being our defense, that's not just physical protection. That's shielded from all the evil that's coming. So I'm gonna read this all the way through. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for the destruction, in which I will send to destroy you, I will increase the famine upon you and will break your staff of bread. So yeah, we're gonna be shielded from the famine or protected.
All the things that's got
from everything. Ain't no limit.
Ain't no limit
on the Lord being our shield.
Right.
Hey, that's the real no limit.
Right.
Hey, that's the spirit of the Lord up in there. Hey, because I know one of those album covers that had tanks and stuff.
And all these millions and billions of people on earth, man, just think about all the judgments that's about to be poured out on this place, man. It's an unlimited amount. You know what I'm saying? It's an unlimited amount of judgments that's about to touch this place, man.
Oh yeah, that was it.
That was it. Okay. All right, next precept we're gonna go into is coming from. We'll grab the book of Daniel, chapter 6, and we'll start at verse 16. All right, and it reads: Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, Thy God, Yahweh thy power, whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee.
Yeah, what's the backstory to that? Pretty much they called Daniel praising Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, which was a commandment not to praise and worship no other gods for a certain time period. You had some haters, as usual, caught them, delivered them up to the king. The king had to follow his order, and he threw him in the lion's den. But can you read that last part again? The Lord that you service.
It says, Thy God, whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee.
Yeah, see, that was the prerequisite for being delivered. The king said, Yo God, who you serve continually. So you got to serve the Lord continually. It's not just on a Sunday. It's not just in the building when you go to church. This is continually.
Right.
And how do you do it continually? You have a certain walk. That's pretty much it. And the king knew it. The king my order,
right.
But the Lord gonna deliver you.
Right. All right. And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet, and with the signet of the Lord, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel. Then the king went to his palace and passed the night fasting. Neither were instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him. Then the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste unto the den of the lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said, Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living power Yahweh, is thy power Yahweh, whom thou servest continually, able to deliver thee from the lions?
Man, see, it's sticking out now that you're reading it. The king said again, is the Lord your power, who you serve continually, able to deliver you from the lions. That applies now. The Lord who we serve continually, that's who gonna be deliver us.
Right.
But because we serve him continually, like the brother said, it goes both ways. We show our love for the Most High by serving him continually. The Lord gonna
Right, read on. Then said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever. My power Yahweh had sent his angel and had shut the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me. For as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, I have done no hurt.
So yeah, Daniel was protected from the lions then. Can you read that part with the angel again?
My power Yahweh hath sent his angel and hath shut the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me.
So yeah, why did Daniel risk being thrown in the lion's den, by serving Yahweh by Shemi Yahweh and praising his name anyway? Because he had a fear of the Lord. And the brother just read that the Lord himself sent an angel to close the mouths of the lions. And I believe too, man, it's been a minute, but I think the lions ain't ate in so many days.
They hadn't ate in like 6 days.
So the lions was hungry, but still didn't touch Daniel, because the Lord sent his angel. Because Daniel had a fear of the Lord. I'm gonna go behind that with scroll down to Psalm 34:7 real quick. It should be a little after.
Okay.
All right, bet.
All right. The book of Psalm chapter 34 and verse 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth.
The Lord already had angels camping round about Daniel in the lion's den. The angels was waiting on Daniel to get there.
And delivereth them.
And delivered. That's why it was delivered by the angel. What we reading about, it's the same angels that closed the mouths of the hungry lions so they didn't eat Daniel, will be the part of the same angels that come and protect us and deliver us. Lord, when are we part of the elect?
Then and commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no manner of hurt was found upon him, because he believed in his power Yahweh.
Yeah, he believed in the Lord, so nothing happened to him. That's how he's speaking about trusting in the Lord. And how do you trust in the Lord? It don't just say, I trust the Lord, but you don't know not a word in the Bible. You trust in the Lord by you can trust him.
I'm gonna grab this other little part. We stopped at 22, but I'm gonna grab 24 just.
Yeah, bet.
And the king commanded, and they brought those men which had accused Daniel, and they cast them unto the lions, them, their children, and their wives.
Damn. And
the lions had the mastery of them, and break all their bones in pieces, or even they came at the bottom of the den. Break all the den's bones in pieces. Yeah, so the lions, they was hungry just like that when he was in the Daniel was in when Daniel was in the lion's den. It was the same hungry lions. They had the same appetite.
Yep.
Guess what? Y'all about Shemi Yahweh, he shut their mouth so they wouldn't even harm him. You know? That not only did they go in, but their wives and children went in there too. And guess what? Those lions did what lions do. You know what I'm saying? They devoured them.
Hey, yup. So the enemies of Daniel, who got him through in there in the first place, let's backtrack it back to Psalms 41 and 2. The Lord will preserve him and keep him alive. He shall be blessed upon the earth, and thou will not deliver him into the will of his enemies. Now, although Daniel was cast in the lion's den, the Lord didn't deliver him into the will of his enemies, because it was the will of his enemies that he not only be thrown in the well, ultimately the will of the enemies against Daniel wasn't accomplished. The lions didn't eat him, but the lions ate them. And also Psalms, what was it, 41 and 5? And look, Daniel said, when will they die? And it's the same people that started tripping on Daniel, they the ones that got thrown in the lions den, and they got ate up. They bones broke.
So, cool. Psalms 41 and 5. If we go up a little bit.
So the same thing, and we're going to read what the brother going to read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 41 and verse 5. My enemies speak evil of me.
Yeah, that's why they snitched on Daniel, got him thrown in the lions den.
When shall he die and his name perish?
So the people that was the enemies of Daniel that snitched on him, got him thrown in the lions den, they died and perished. Because not only did they, but their children and their wives. So that's a whole name that perished.
Whole bloodline.
Because what the Lord say, he'll cut off son and nephew from Babylon. Well, son and nephew was cut off right here. So they died, but ultimately, we get those two stories.
Let's go to the rest after that.
Okay. We say the other stories maybe next week or another time.
All right. Reading on, coming from the book of 2 Kings, chapter 19, starting at verse 32. And it reads, Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the king of Assyria, he shall not come unto the city, nor shoot an arrow there, nor come before it with shield, nor cast a bank against it.
So the Lord is speaking concerning, I believe, the king of Assyria that was about to try to surround Israel and go to war against them and destroy it. The Lord said that, concerning that king, that's not going to happen.
All right. By the way that he came, by the same shall he return, and shall not come unto this city, said the Lord.
The Lord said the way he gonna come. Can you read that first half again? The Lord said to go.
By the way that he came, by the same shall he return.
The Lord said the way he come, the same way he gonna go back running. That's what the Lord said.
And shall not come into this city, said the Lord.
And king of whatever king that was, is not gonna take the city. He's not gonna prevail.
For I will defend this city.
Oh, the Lord said, I will defend this city. We just read that the Lord said he our defense.
Yep. To save it for my own sake, and for my servant David's sake.
So the Lord got to save it for his own reputation, and he saved it for the same promise that was made to David, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So the Lord about to save us for his own name's sake, his own reputation, once again, because we speaking so highly of him. We hyping Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah up. And he gonna live up to the hype when it gets started.
And it came to pass that night that the angel of the Lord went out and smote in the camp of the Assyrians.
So the Lord got active. The Lord lived up to the hype.
And 100 and 5,000. And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses.
So it's 185,000 dead bodies on the ground. The Lord lived up to the hype and still wasn't finished. So that's cool, and that's
That's a lot of people, man.
man, that's a lot of people. Because what we just read, Isaiah 59:19, the enemy gonna come in like a flood. The Lord said He gonna protect us and preserve us from our enemies. David said, "When shall they die?" Well, people don't know that the Lord protecting you, meaning He gonna put down somebody else.
So, and in this day and time, just not too long ago, a few months ago, about over a little bit over 50,000 people had perished over there in Turkey. That's a lot of people, right? You know what I'm saying? But how about Shimei Awashai in this instant, 185,000?
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and we gonna reach them numbers again.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
people ain't gonna know how to act.
They ain't gonna know how to act. I ain't gonna lie. I was going crazy giving praise to Yahweh Shimei Awashai for witnessing 50,000 people perishing in this day and time. You know what I'm saying? How much more, you know what I'm saying, when cities are in ruins. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
whole big city.
That's a
Hey,
no.
and we was texting other brothers. Like you heard the number went up. First it
Right.
was 20,000.
Yeah.
Then it was 30,000.
Yeah, I dropped my son off at school. Yeah, man. 50,000. We in the car clapping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Playing our favorite songs and shit.
We're playing our favorite song.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got, honestly, man, when the dollar collapsed, man, I got a song I'm gonna be riding around listening to, man. Like,
Oh shoot.
real.
Yeah.
All right. So, king of Assyria departed and went and returned and dwelt in Nineveh.
Now the Lord said the way that the king come, the way he gonna go.
Right.
So the king lost his whole army.
And it came to pass as he was worshiping in the house of Nazareth, his God, that Adremelech and Shazarah, his son, smote him with the sword.
So, damn, I forgot about that part. King of Assyria tried to take Israel. You know, the Lord killed their army, 185,000 people. The king fled for his life because he was naked, meaning solo. The king. Then the Lord had his own son and somebody else kill him.
While he was praying to his God.
While he was praying to his God, that's why David said, when shall he die? So those who come up against us, they gotta die. The Lord can only fully protect us by putting down our enemies.
All right. And they escaped into the land of Armenia, and Asabadon, his sons, reigned in his stead.
Man. And
So not only did he look like his whole entire army, 185 soldiers, you know what I'm saying? Same way he came in was the same way he made haste to get up out of there.
Yeah.
Not only that, but when he was giving up praise to his false gods, you know, how about Shimei Awashai had his own sons come up in there and slay him. That's a wonderful thing, man. Look how Yahweh Shimei Awashai was fighting on David's side. He didn't even have to lift a finger. You know what I'm saying? He saved the city for David's sake. So guess what? Yahweh Shimei Awashai, he finna do the same thing in his time, but even more. And guess what? You know, King David, you know, he here now, and he gonna witness it all over again.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He gonna be sitting back like, man, wonderful words of Yahweh Shimei Awashai. You know what I'm saying? Even he gonna be crunk like, damn, it was only 185 times for this one.
$5 million.
Right.
Oh, hey, oh. And that's the beautiful about the time now, because David said, when shall he die? When shall he perish? The Lord about to honor his request.
Sir.
And David's request should be all of our requests. So if you praying that Esau, the white man, these other nations can get saved, you're going against what David asked for. You're going against what the Lord going to do for his servant David. Because David is the king. You can't have authority over the king. So
King is speaking.
So yeah. So the Lord not gonna honor your request, but deny David's request.
Gotta be in sync.
Yup. I'm gonna jump to Psalms 137 real quick.
Come on.
We're gonna get to Psalms 137 real quick. So be a primary target when a dollar collapses. Because look, in the times of trouble, everybody with motorcycles and loud vehicles, you're gonna want to start up your car and your car be quiet. We already know, vote to them. They could be the first ones to go.
They're gonna be getting sniped right off them bikes.
Oh yeah.
Right? Next precept is coming. Oh no, you got some.
I gotta look. Oh, I think I did find it. Psalms 139. And 19. This is David speaking again. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked. So David is saying, surely, Lord, you're going to slay the wicked. He goes on to say, depart from me, ye bloody men. So we know who the bloody man is. He saw the so-called white man. David said, depart from me. It don't mean depart like get out of my sight, get away from me. David mean depart by death.
Right. Don't breathe no more.
Yeah, stop, don't breathe. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O Yahweh. In another psalm, he said, when shall he die? It's talking about the same people. In this generation, they're going to die. They're going to depart by fire.
Sir. Right. Next precept is coming from the book of Exodus, chapter 14, starting at verse 8. Next precept is coming from the book of Job, chapter 5, and starting at verse 19. And it reads, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea.
Yeah, 7 is another number for completion. So we're going to be protected from all the troubles.
In famine, he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
Hey, yeah, so we read, Lord is our defense. That's all around. Defended in the famine.
But it says, and in war from the power of the sword. Yep. You know, all these blickies around here, the killing devices, you know what I'm saying, just here in Babylon the Great alone. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he gonna protect us from them things. Because guess what? The sword, that could be anything, man. But you know, Esau, Edom, and this time, it's gonna be a lot of things. Those robot dogs, you know what I'm saying? Those drones, you know what I'm saying? All the ammunition he has for his weapons.
Man,
Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna save us from that.
I heard something new that they got smart bullets. Like the bullets hit people based on facial recognition.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to look into that some more.
Okay.
But yeah, that's so that.
I seen one brother put up. They had their heart attack gun. Yeah, the brother put up. They got a heart attack gun that can shoot. It shoot like frozen water. Red mark. It cause you to have a heart attack.
And see, we gonna see why the Lord said the sword is sharp. We gonna see why the Lord said the sword. It's gonna be something we never seen before. And we gonna be defended from that. Esau gonna shoot that at us. If we the elect, we not gonna be affected. Because you already seen videos where Esau tasing Jake and Jake taking
Fight through.
See, that's the beginning of it.
And also just like the pestilence. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be trying to, you know what I'm saying, kill us all multiple kind of ways. Pestilence, you know what I'm saying, poisoning inside of the food, the water. You know, if you're a part of the elect, none of those things are gonna come nigh to you because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna be your defense.
Yeah, because we read about how Yahweh Shai, especially last week, how the Lord healed those that believe, sitting outside the temple.
The lame man out in the city called Beautiful.
Yup, and then what? I think King Hezekiah that had an illness, he prayed to the Lord. The Lord healed them and protected them. And in that protection, it wasn't just protected from his enemies, but he was also protected from any other illnesses. Because the defense of the Lord is all around.
Right, reading on. That tongue, neither shall thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
So yeah, we've been hid from Esau's tongue. Things that Esau speaking against us, we're gonna be hidden or protected from it.
When they come with their smear campaigns, you know what I'm saying, the persecution, no matter what, whether they plaster your face on the internet, on the TV screen, on the 10 o'clock news, it don't matter. You're gonna be protected from all that, man. You're a part of that 1/3, you know what I'm saying? If you're a part of the elect, Esau gonna come with everything. Just like we know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua he bringing unlimited amount of judgments. Guess what? Esau finna come with an unlimited amount of ways to stop Israel. But it ain't gonna happen, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he the only defense you need. It's like having a cold. You know what I'm saying? And the doctor prescribed you some medicine. You know what I'm saying? You've been having this cold, this bad cold for like 2 weeks. But the minute you get that medicine inside of you, guess what? That medicine acts as a defense to your immune system. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua, his defense, it don't matter what happens, no matter what you get, no matter, you know what I'm saying, how people coming at you, no matter what circumstance or what situation that you in. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he is gonna be exactly what he say he gonna be. He gonna be your If Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know what I'm saying, in just one account alone, protect the city by having 185,000 soldiers perish, you know what I'm saying, overnight. You know what I'm saying? Just think about how much he gonna do for you in this time of trouble. You one little individual.
Yeah, come. If the Lord can protect Daniel from a bunch of hungry lions, can he protect us from Esau's scrawny?
Right.
You know, tail.
Right. Yahweh Shem Yahushua shut the mouths of those lions so they wouldn't even harm him. Didn't do nothing to him, and they was starving lions, right? So just think about how much more. Hell, in the time of Jacob's trouble and hour of temptation, Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna have our enemies giving us things, doing things for us. You know what I'm saying? Gonna have our enemies, you know what I'm saying, making sure we good in certain cases, you know, whatever your lot is in this thing. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he controlling everything. It ain't never been an account, you know what I'm saying, on this planet Earth, nowhere throughout the Bible that Yahweh Shem Yahushua didn't have anything to do with it. It don't work like that. That's like a producer writing a movie, writing a script for a movie. Guess what? He write the script and film the movie, put it in theaters. It ain't a part in that movie that can surprise him. He put it all together. And that's why we not surprised of the times that we coming into, the times we into, and the things that we see. Why? Because Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he gave us the instruction. We got the cheat code. We got the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, basic instructions before leaving earth. We got the instructions from Yahweh Shem Yahushua sent up on high. So guess what? We Lord willing, we a part of that number. We gonna be Gucci in that day, man. Why? Because the fear of the Lord got us out here on these highways and hedges doing the work. The fear of the Lord got us in our household, trying to get our households in order to store with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? The fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, when we got time, we ain't at work. You know what I'm saying? We can go in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? And bust out a prayer. You know what I'm saying? Or if you work from home, boom, go in your closet and bust out a prayer. You know what I'm saying? The fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, when we ain't got nothing to do at the crib, I don't want to watch no TV. I don't want to play no game. I don't want to listen to no music. I'm finna read. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna watch me some edifying video. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna comfort myself with these words. I'm gonna hit up a brother through the spirit. You know? We desire that defense that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is giving. We so close, man. To be able to read about Elon Musk has been approved by the FDA to start, you know what I'm saying, trials on human brains with the seal. It don't get no closer than that, man. Like, this is a time where we ain't supposed to be playing with this thing, man. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he is not playing with us the way we playing with him, man. My bad.
Oh no, it's all good. Man, I just thought about something too real quick. How the Lord saved Daniel from the mouth of the lions. Mm-hmm. Well, when we go back to last week, it was a reverse situation. When the prophet didn't obey the words of the Lord, but he obeyed the words of another man, and the Lord had the lion eat him, but not the donkey.
Right. He didn't listen to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He told him, don't go eat and drink, you know what I'm saying, with that man who said he was a prophet.
Yeah. The Lord called. Yeah, because and what do the lions then have to do with not? You know, we got zoos. You know, Esau a weirdo. He's going to be taking some of our people. He might throw them into a lion's cage once again. Or a crocodile's cage. Well, you got to trust in the Lord. With your life. Because scripture say, roughly paraphrasing that we read, the Lord not going to deliver us into the will of our enemies. So the thing that ain't going to be accomplished. It might be a bear's cage, a gorilla's cage. It ain't going to be accomplished. Or just a FEMA death camp.
Whatever it is, you trust in fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you ain't got to worry about how he going to do it. You ain't gotta spend no time thinking of, well, how is it gonna all play out, man? You just gotta trust and believe that Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he not gonna let you come to the demise of your enemy, man, of our enemy.
And that's why see him pull this up real quick. Mark 13:11. But when they shall lead you and deliver you up, take no thought beforehand what ye shall speak. Neither do ye premeditate. Like the brother said, you don't sit there and wonder and plan how it's going to play out. But whatsoever should be given you in that hour, that Spirit. So whatever we supposed to do or supposed to say, you don't think about it. The Lord going to let us know in that hour. Meaning in that moment. And then, like we said, the enemy coming in like a flood. The 185,000 that got killed. What the Lord said, you're going to see 1,000 falling at your left and 10,000 at your right. So we might be surrounded, man, we might be surrounded by 30,000 troops. In 360 degrees in the air. Esau might got landmines under the ground. Hey, the Lord gonna deactivate and bring all of that to naught.
Spirit might tell us, go right now. And in our mind, physically, and through our eyes, we see right there. But the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua might tell you to go right now. And as you walk on, everybody might just drop, perish. You know, like the scripture said, a standard is gonna be lifted up against them. You know what I'm saying? You could be a brother that received power. Might be a part of the 144. You know? So, man, we know that we in them times right now. You know what I'm saying? To be believing on the accounts of what we have learned, what has been taught. You know what I'm saying? This true doctrine, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Once he said he gonna be our defense, no if our defense.
And see, that's the mindset of an Edomite.
Yeah.
They always got to say a but or if, or what if. See, and that's pretty much what Satan did to Eve.
Right.
When he what's the word, beguiled her, deceived her, pretty much put in her mind, what if you eat the fruit but don't die? He put a what if in her mind. That's what Esau tried to do.
She put it in his mind.
Yeah.
My Adam, so Adam and Eve.
Yeah, Adam and Eve, but also when Satan was dealing with Eve.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Nah, I probably did say I don't know, but you know,
Yeah,
that's the thought process of a devil. Because Esau might say, well, what if you got 20,000 troops or 20,000 rocket launchers? It don't matter. Like you say, no ifs, ands, or buts.
or kind of like going back to just putting it and making an everyday example. People, your family be like, you out there on them highway, on them corners, teaching the Bible. What if somebody from your job see you? What if?
Shit, what if?
Oh, well.
I'm gonna see them too.
What if they put you on the TV and say you a terrorist? Oh, well, what if? You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's already written. You know what I'm saying? What if they throw you in the lion's den? Oh, well, shit. If Yahweh Shem Yahushua dealing with me, then we gonna come out victorious no matter what. It ain't no way around this thing. In order for it to get good, it gotta get bad here, man.
Yeah.
I don't want it to stay normal. I don't want it to stay good, man. Only a fool. I mean, if you got eyes to see and ears to hear, you can see this place is really tainted. You know what I'm saying? And to further it even more, I can't wait till it get to a point where the time we in right now, we can look back on this time and be like, damn, that time was a good time compared to the time we in now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I want this place to get worse, to be like the lights gone been out for like that. What's his name? Dabu. That whistleblower said that the lights could go out for 30 to 60 days. Man, when I heard that, man, I just started clapping like, man, bring it on. Come on, China.
I'm gonna send you a quick text of a lesson I did, but they talking about that over there in Africa as well.
I seen that. Darkness.
Yeah, they said the lights, because they talking about generators. He's like, generator is temporary. He said you might be without power for weeks, for months. Hey, because right now, this is a way of life. We teach, study. We're not gonna be doing this one day. Hey, what up, bro? Man, it's going in.
Just imagine, there's gonna be none of that shit in the kingdom, man.
Yeah, and like we said earlier too, when the dollar collapse and people fighting for their life, he gonna be a target. They're gonna be like, that's a working car. You probably got food and money, and y'all seen the movies. Oh, what was that one movie? Y'all seen War of the Worlds? The Tom Cruise had the only working truck.
The only van, that van.
That van, yeah.
All right, let's pick back up where we left off at. It says,
I gotta see too. We're going into Trust the Lord Part 3.
It says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
Yeah, so the Lord said we're gonna laugh at the destruction. That's why we was just talking, we was laughing at the earthquake. What was that, Turkey? We was tallying up the thousands.
50,000 plus.
20,000, 30,000, and really everything else, we laughing at the destruction. And what the Lord said, with Proverbs 1, the Lord said, I laugh when your fear comes. He laughing through us. So when the lights go out, the dollar collapse, those would understand it. We're going to be the only ones really celebrating.
Right.
We're gonna see the blessing. No more bills, no more oppression. So I know all of us work hard at the job. No more alarm clocks. I can get up when I want to get up. You know what I'm saying?
No more oppression overall.
Yeah. No more bowing down to these Edomites. No more them talking crazy to you.
No more, matter of fact, no more having to even deal with them Edomites, man. Because I know in my captivity, man, damn, we in training, so the less questions we have, the more information they can cover, right? Man, them Edomites and that. But what if,
So,
like,
you feel
damn,
me,
man.
Shay? That's the mindset of the devil.
Man.
They gotta ask you what if.
They got instructions tell them, but that never happened, so you don't have to worry about it. Well, in my last company, like, God damn, man, get your ass out of here, man. Like,
See, that's why this word is not for them. They got too many questions.
and then like they be like, when the time to get off work, they just be like, all right, log out your computers and see y'all tomorrow. Man, they be having to pay us a few minutes of overtime. Why? Because Esau's still talking. Well, I gotta ask you this one more bit. We get off at 4, we be there at 4:20 because he just won't stop talking, man.
Hey, Esau be doing that on purpose too.
Man,
They get that overtime.
No, this Edomite,
Oh, for real?
the work day start with him asking questions and then end with him asking questions, man. Be holding you over for lunch and everything. I got a question.
No, not on lunch.
Yeah, bro.
No,
Yeah,
bro.
And look, and I work from home and I still be ready to go. Shit.
Oh, shoot.
Alright. You know, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field,
Oh,
and the beasts of the field shall be at peace, with thee.
hey, that's something most people don't consider. You know, you got zoos all across America. Well, when the power go out, them cages gonna open up because they lock electronically now.
Oh yeah.
So you gonna have a city full of hungry animals. You know, Animal Planet gonna be in your neighborhood. And bro, I'm gonna send y'all the clip. I found the audio recording. A grizzly bear.
Oh, I seen that.
Bro.
And he was out there going out there with the bears, no protection,
Yeah,
nothing. Him and
sticking
that lady.
his hand- yeah.
Yeah.
Man, bro, I was kind of looking at it at work. I was listening to it on the way home from work, which I work overnight. So it'd be dark outside when I get home. I ain't gonna get out the truck. I'm like, that shit had me spooked.
Hey,
I'm like,
I
man.
seen that, bro. I seen that. The bear was eating him. The man telling him, whatever, man. His girlfriend, she screamed. He trying to tell her to run.
Get a frying pan in.
Right, man. The thing demolished her too, man.
Man, it said it left.
So out there in Fort Worth, the Fort Worth Zoo is really sitting in the middle of a neighborhood. Esau's neighborhood. Like you come out the zoo, right across the street, to my nice expensive homes. You go up the street, nice expensive home is right in the middle of their neighborhood. So think about when the lights cut off, the electricity go out, and they can't keep them gates closed and stuff like that. Or when those animals start starving, you know, because another thing that keep them at bay is because they know they got food coming on the clock.
Wow, yup.
Yeah, but when ain't nobody working them zoos and stuff like that, and Simba, he ain't ate in, you know what I'm saying, 5 or 6 days. All right. He say he the king and he coming out to eat, man.
You know what's gonna be scary about that too? Like you say, when the lights go out, ain't gonna be no city lights.
Yeah.
It's gonna be completely dark.
They can see.
Exactly. That's when the animals can see in the dark.
Hyenas.
Ooh, ooh.
All that, man.
So they gonna have the advantage. So the Lord setting the stage for the people to be at a disadvantage. That's why you gotta love the Lord and you gotta love Him. Shalom, because He don't love us. He loves us through these blessings of protection, even in the family. Even his understanding. Oh, he about to break his neck with the curve.
Right.
He better look straight.
Get something else. Look at his car.
But
I
yeah.
seen some fucking Israelites. I already know. They know what we doing out here, bro. Honestly, the average Jake don't know what we doing, but these Edomites, they done heard stories from they old grandparents and shit, telling them like, we're the Edomites, because you know what? they don't send them right off to college. They send them over there to Europe and see where they came from. They see the caves and stuff like that. Is it Petra?
Yeah.
Yeah, they send them over there so they can learn their true history. Then they come back to the United States, go off to college, and be like, this is our country.
Realize they never had a history.
Exactly.
But they see us in royal apparel. Oh, they be having dreams too. They be Edomites having dreams like, I saw God, he was black, he was angry, or I went to heaven.
But don't the scripture says that he gonna pour out his spirit on all men?
Yup.
You know what I'm saying?
And there's another video some years old, Edomite saying he went to dream, he went into the kingdom of heaven. It was all black people, and everybody looked back at him like, what you doing here?
Yeah, I seen one that was like,
I sent it to you.
I seen that it was people looking out the gate to heaven, and they were just like, y'all can come in, but they can't
that
come
one
in.
too.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like an Issachar brother.
Yeah.
I seen that, man. That's a beautiful thing, man.
So-
It's a beautiful thing.
So you wonder why they be looking at us crazy. They just had a bad dream.
Right, but sometimes they'll never tell nobody.
Oh
man.
yeah. But
They going to bed at night.
and the only way they can sleep is if they record it and put it on YouTube. Like, man, I gotta confess.
Right. How about y'all say like, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh yeah.
These dreams coming true.
Yeah.
Right. Next precept is coming from Revelations chapter 3. Thou hast kept the word of my patience. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
So we being tempted or tried or tested even right now. That's why we faithful, diligent servants, but the temptation gonna get harder. Do you really trust the Lord in the famine, a blackout, lions and bears and hyenas in the streets?
Yep.
You just gonna give in, get the microchip, go to a FEMA death camp where they got lights and food. Or you gonna trust in the Lord and just go through the process. That's why the scriptures say, through much tribulation we enter into the kingdom. So are you gonna take the easy way out when things get hard? Like the brothers say, when they start putting our videos and our pictures on the news, you still gonna teach, you still gonna be a believer. We get fired from our jobs, our bank account stop working. Like, sorry, you gotta take down your YouTube channel for your debit card to work. I'm gonna send y'all that screenshot.
Right? Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
And what's that crown? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because you wear a crown on your head. That's where we keep this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So don't let nobody take your crown. And then we open up, sort of, with Romans 8, what shall separate us from the love of the Lord? That lines up with Revelation 3, let no man take your crown. And this is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we have that really make us eligible to be desired by the Lord. So don't let nobody take us from this so that we become the Lord not gonna love you and show his love, his protection. He'll be the sword and shield for you.
Right, another thing is, don't let no man take your crown from you. Don't be like the brother. I had spoken to brother Amawan Yashala this morning.
Yeah.
He told me, stay circumspect. You know what I'm saying? Stay on your toes, stay 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? Don't accidentally fall. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the wrong doctrine or nothing, but don't let your crown be taken because you was taking heed to the wrong person or something like that. You know what I'm saying? A person that's not really coming with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? Because the way this thing moving, the way this truth is rolling out, you should be able to tell, who truly trusted and feared in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? They ain't they gonna be true with it just like you true with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like the circle that, you know what I'm saying, a brother might be a part of that, you know what I'm saying, a wise counsel, you'll be able to tell. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying, they starting to show their true colors and stuff. Starting off with brothers, here we is out here in the concrete jungle on the highways and hedges. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that's really like ducked off.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. How you don't want the world to see you?
I'm
You know what I'm
gonna send you that video. His brothers preaching in the woods.
Like,
I'm talking about a stream right there, a forest behind them, a cave to the left.
Head to the left.
right, seriously, man. You know, that's crazy, man. Yeah, we gotta stay true to what we know is right, man. We know Yahweh Hashem Yahushua want to have us to be out here doing, man. True faith is sincere.
Yeah, because what the Lord say, damn, I gotta get that real quick. I think it's in the book of Luke. Oh, actually, John 18:36. Yahweh Shai answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight? So we fighting for the Lord so he can fight for us.
Right.
Because that's like you about to get jumped. You know, you call your big brother or your big cousin to fight for you. But then you run off and hide. You know, that's some brothers in the woods. You know, they want the Lord to come defend them and fight for them, but they not even fighting.
Right.
And then what your cousin or your big brother gonna do? If he beat them up, he gonna beat you up.
Or he gonna get jumped because you wasn't there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? To have his back.
Yep.
Ultimately, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know what I'm saying? He don't need no help with being out of the fence. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we trusting in him and fighting and keeping his commandments to the best of our ability, coming out here and doing the work, and trusting in him in true faith and sincerity, because we know that our big brother don't show up, we gonna get the dub, we gonna get the win.
Yep.
Right?
That's 2 Ezra 7.
Yeah. Last precept, gonna end it off on this. 2 Esdras chapter 7, starting at verse 43, and it reads, the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come with wherein temperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory.
Yeah, so all this that we read, this concerns people. Nations of people to be exact. We're gonna show that. So when we see what the day of doom, I'm sorry, I can't even hear you.
I was just gonna ask what y'all were doing.
So we pretty much
Did I interrupt you, Sam?
No,
we out here to interact with the public or whoever come up.
I'm sorry.
We're teaching the gospel.
So-
We're teaching the gospel.
You believe in the Bible?
I do.
Alright, so
What's your nationality?
Huh?
What's your nationality?
I'm just all white, all American, all
All right. Okay.
we preaching that these people will be the lost tribes of the children of Israel. Pretty much everybody that's at the bottom of society, everybody that got a bad reputation in the world, got some features to go along with it, but also some more stuff. But pretty much we preaching what John say, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, so you gotta repent. So pretty much the Lord is gonna free his people from America like he freed them out of Egypt. He freed his people from Egypt by destroying Egypt. So the Lord gonna free his people once again by destroying America, which is spiritual Egypt. And we know that America is spiritual Egypt because on the back of the dollar there's a pyramid. Just symbolism to show that this place is spiritual Egypt. In ancient Egypt, in 2019, they started hollering about in politics, African Americans, 400 years of African American history.
And I've been saying that.
some, the thing which has been is the thing which shall be. So the things of the past gonna be the things of the present and the future, and we're in the future now. The end of the space is gonna be by fire, by nuclear missiles. It's not ground opening up the place called hell. Because when the Lord brings judgment, he brings it from above. So like when he flooded the earth in the time of Noah, the water came from above. So in this time, the fire gonna come from above. Oh yeah, we read about the scriptures. It talks about the arrows. That's gonna be shot from one end of the earth to the other. We know a literal bow and arrow can be shot from one side of the earth to the other. What that missile is, the arrow, that's gonna be shot from opposite ends of the world.
And the Lord is on the coming back to us.
So we pretty much go against everything Christianity taught. Because when the Lord came for his people in Egypt, when you read Luke 1, about 68 through 70, it said the Lord will save his people from their enemies and from the hand of all that hate them. So the Lord got to save his people from their enemies. And enemies will be pretty much those who took his people to slavery and oppressed them. So it wasn't just the white people in the past, the Chinese, the Japanese, different African people had us in slavery. You know, Africans not Israelites. People think it's a black thing. Not all black people are Israelites. So
White people, so-called white people are going to be slaves. Just like we were slaves here in America and all throughout the whole corner of the earth, so-called white people in other nations, they're going to go into captivity into the kingdom of Israel. Y'all going to be our slaves, just like when you say that you are. Yeah.
I can take it. I can read on my own or something.
You can just go on your phone and look up Israelites.
Israelites. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. It's cool. I like to hear different takes. Like I was raised Christian. I'm religious, but I like to hear different people's point of view. I'm not gonna stand here and say that I'm right.
oh yeah,
You know, I think it's cool. I like hearing other people's point of view.
And the beautiful thing, the book of Revelation, you know, which will be the final say-so of everything.
Can I take a picture of this?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off. I have to get over here and pick up a prescription.
No, you good. You want to take the plan.
They're for my boyfriend. I was just on a little walk, and I got it for him.
I'll be forging for real. I thought you were forging.
Oh no. But
So-
if I had a garden or something,
Oh, yeah. See the back of it?
I gotta go. But it was so nice to meet you. I appreciate it. Speaking your truth.
Oh, you're welcome. Only one belief can be right. So as things progress, we're going to see who truly had the words of the Lord. So,
I think that you just have love in your heart and you know all that stuff and bigger than yourself. And
That ain't what the scriptures say though.
so when we read Isaiah 55 and 8, the Lord says, my thoughts are not your thoughts. So the way we may perceive something to be is not the way that he sees it. So we got to cast away our own understanding and our own thoughts and dive into the thoughts of the Lord himself. Like oh yeah, so this is the King James Bible.
okay, can you say it?
Then Apocrypha, which is books that were taken out of the Bible, which if you get the original 1611 King James Bible, the Apocrypha would be the middle books. That was later removed. They said to cut the cost of printing, but yeah. That was about
Nice to
it.
meet you guys. Appreciate talking to you about it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now I gotta wait on the
Oh yeah. Now I was about to I think when I was about to get a pre-sale was you or me. I don't even remember.
Clean it off there on the last. Sick and Eagles.
Oh, thank you. Take care.
Sick and Eagles.
Oh, that's what we was on. Yeah,
No man take off. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed or oppressed him, they have gotten the victory.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
See when they, I love when the Edomites think that, you know what I'm saying, they can just, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna go the way that they think it's gonna go.
Right.
Nah, man, you was a part of the movie, but this is not your movie, man. It's a movie of y'all by some y'all shy, man. It ain't gonna end the way you think it's gonna end.
But when they say, well, I think if you just do this,
I think if you just have love and you just know that it's someone that's above you, it's gonna be a whole nation of people above you.
well, the having love ain't been working this whole time for the earth. Because Christianity, I think the most dominant religion that teaches you to love everybody. And look how that turned out for the world.
And Jake just wanna love. That's all Jake wanna do, you know. You ask them celebrities, what do you think that the world needs? The world just need to love more. We just need to love more. Like I done heard that so long, man. That love shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad that how about Shimi Awashai, we at this point of the movie, like, well, ain't nobody gonna be cool enough to escape his wrath, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rewards about to go out. You're gonna get the reward for being wicked and the reward for being righteous. You know?
And this generation too, it's not like we teaching back in the 90s or the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's
know?
the time of information. Ain't no way that you should still be believing on the names of Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to these pagan holidays, you tell them, you try to explain to them what these holidays mean, and they, well, I know that's a pagan holiday. I just use it as a time to spend time with my family. You could have hung out with them the day before.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? You could have did all this the day before. Like my family, they already know. Don't bring that shit up around me. Yeah. And, you know, they even give each other code words like, "Hey, don't bring that nigga crazy." That's how they. I done heard them say that multiple occasions and stuff. Man. Hey, you know, it's the fear of the Lord, man. That got me just in a no nonsense type of attitude. Man.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to my own family, man. Because like your family will have you in the most folly. They'll have you caught up in the most folly, man.
That's what happened to Adam.
Oh yeah.
He, in other words, got to talking about Christmas, not specifically, but other things of the world.
Oh yeah.
That's happened to Solomon.
Solomon too, yeah. Yup.
And I hope that this lesson was edifying. You got anything you want to end off with?
I said, hey, trust the Lord. That's it.
Like the script does, the lesson went into trusting on Yahweh Shimi Awashai. We one more day closer. You know, I'm telling you, I can't stop thinking about Elon Musk getting that FDA approval for the seat hill. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing to see this time we living in, man. So, you know, if you truly trust in this truth, you trust in Yahweh Shimi Awashai, while you still have time, get yourself involved in this ministry. You know, get yourself involved in this ministry. We're going to face the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakradas, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teaching his truth in its entirety. I want to say shalom to the brothers that's out on the highways and hedges making up our living sacrifice. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there. Shalom.
Hey, it gotta happen at least one time every week.
Like the brother say, when the prophets are on the scene, judgment is in between.